My name's Chase, and today we're going to be talking about how you actually can make money online. This is kind of satire, kind of not. I give some good information in here, but I think when it comes down to it, what I'm going to say all will make sense. People complicate things. That's the reality. That's the reality when it comes to selling stuff online, when it comes to doing anything online, making money through the internet. People like to complicate things because by complicating things, they can sell you a course, they can go ahead and make something more complicated than it has to be, or by making it more complicated they have to be the solution to your problem. That's the funnel. They make a problem and you end up buying their course, and usually it doesn't have a lot of good information. There are good people out there, and fuck dude, I sell a course and a mentorship too, so I'm just telling you how it is. But 90% of the time you won't actually get people who want to help you. You'll just get people who are going to send you a PDF that you just paid $5,000 for, and it won't be good. So I figured I'd give you some more free information, as I always try and do, on how to actually make money online. So we're going to go through this little slideshow today. So for starters, first and foremost, I'm going to go over the three options that you have, in my eyes, that you can do to make money online. If I'm missing one, feel free to throw it in the comments below. Like and subscribe. That's appreciated, as always. You can sell a service. This one's pretty easy, right? You're selling lawn care. You're selling window cleaning. All the bullshit that you've seen a million times online. Selling yourself, selling a service. And I do think that's good. I mean, selling services, especially something that requires physical labor, it can make you a lot of money for sure. Selling an online service, it's kind of hard, especially with like AI these days. If I'm being completely honest, what are you going to sell someone? You can't sell them a graphic designer. They could make something in 30 seconds with AI. So if you're going to sell a service, especially online, it usually comes down to software, and you have to know how to code for that. AI can actually help you nowadays, so maybe it's not as bad. But if you have a really unique idea, coding some software and selling a service, go ahead, go do it. I'm wrong. But for about 95% of you, this isn't going to work, because selling a service online doesn't make sense when you have no actual experience prior to. Now for the second part, selling a product. So selling a product, on the other hand, I think this is a little more viable for a lot of you, specifically anyone who has the time and effort that it takes to actually go ahead and move something. If your product's unique, if you live on a farm or something, you're selling eggs, you can sell those eggs online. If you have a great supplement idea or something, you can go ahead and sell that online. But the reality is with that too, you're going to have to create a brand of some sorts. Basically, that's kind of the biggest roadblock I've seen with a lot of people when they go to sell their product online. It involves advertising. It involves marketing. It involves everything that you would do if you want to have a successful product launch online. Or there's various avenues, which one of them I do. TikTok shop, obviously, you're just basically doing videos, affiliate marketing, etc. Amazon FBA, which is basically just taking products that are already selling online, getting them at a discount, and selling them for more. Walmart, FBA, same thing as Amazon FBA, only on Walmart, and eBay. So I like the last four options I talked about more. I don't sell on TikTok, by the way, but I do think there's money to be made there, obviously. People are doing really well on TikTok. But it takes out a whole aspect of marketing, and you can be faceless and still sell a product online. Or you can take the advertising route, do the whole caboodle. I don't control your life. Do what you want to do. And then finally, we got sell yourself. This one's pretty obvious. Making OnlyFans. Don't go to heaven. Don't have any prospect of being a wife when you're older. And let your kids see you online sucking someone off in 10 years. Obviously the right choice here. Slide 3, what I did, Amazon, Walmart, FBA, etc. So my story, for those who are new or someone who just is watching this video, I sell on Amazon, Walmart, eBay, etc. I have a mentorship for it. Like, subscribe on this video, I'd appreciate it. And you can go ahead and look into that mentorship if you want to, but I'm not forcing you to do anything. I just am saying I do offer it. What those are, Amazon, FBA, Walmart, FBA, and eBay, it's just reselling stuff, basically. Amazon and Walmart, you can resell stuff too. I have deals with wholesalers, though, where I go ahead, I get their products, buying it in bulk, I'm selling them on their listings on eBay, Amazon. I didn't have that to start, though. What I started with was arbitrage. What I started with on Amazon, Walmart, and eBay is just arbitrage. Basically, you look for clearance deals, you look for random deals, and it's supply and demand reading when it comes to the charts. And you're selling on Amazon and Walmart to meet that demand. Realize you need capital. So this is a common one that I'm going to just say out loud. You need capital. People don't realize that, though. They think online, they think magical, poof, electronic money. I don't need anything. When you're starting any of these businesses, I kid you not, you need $500 to $5,000 minimum. 500 would be like arbitrage reselling, doing that, which is like you can get away with being a little cheaper. But if you're starting a brand at any cost, you're going to have to pay for ads. You're going to have to pay for samples. You're going to have to do all sorts of stuff. That's not cheap. That's just how it works. So realize you need capital. This isn't the magical internet money that people talk about where you don't need anything ever. It just doesn't work that way, okay? So I'm going to be the first to tell you that. Maybe the second, maybe the third. Maybe I'm the third person to tell you that. But to get it through your skull, you need money to sell online still. It's not poof, magical internet money. I can make as much as I want. It doesn't work that way, okay? Okay, here we go. On to the next slide. Business. Say that out loud a couple times. Okay, business. 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 Okay, this is the rough reality for everyone here. It's still a business. People love the dream. They love it. It's amazing, you know. I get to sit at my computer all day, make money online, and I get to do whatever I want whenever I want. It's a business, dude. Or dudette. I kid you not, I spend a lot of time working every day still. Despite me magically being online, I don't have a 9 to 5. I don't clock out at 5 p.m. I don't get to go into work at 9 p.m. with my coffee, greet Bill, and take an hour shit break. It doesn't work that way. I have to actively be working or else I will fail and I will no longer have money. And that's not good. I'll be honest, that's a little extreme. If you're doing it as a side hustle, it's probably a lot less stressful because you're kind of putting as much time as you want into it, and it can be more of a passion project. But if your goal is to quit your job and pursue internet money, magical poof, internet money that doesn't even exist, I would say be wary, this is a business still. It's a full business. So don't go along acting like it's an easy thing to do, because I'm stressed sometimes too. I have to deal with people. Sometimes the people I deal with are probably worse than the people at your 9 to 5. I kid you not. So keep that in mind. So with that being said, that's my video, how to actually make money online, my thoughts behind it, what people have told you, what I'm telling you now, and do what you want with that information. I have lots of videos explaining how I do make money online. However, on my video list, go check them out. I tell you how to do Amazon FBA, how to sell on Walmart, how to sell on eBay. Like, subscribe if you thought this video was good. If you got any value from it at all, I would really appreciate it. Thank you.